In the last couple of months, Meta has quietly changed what a good ad even is. And most advertisers have no idea. It's already happening on their account. So in the next few minutes, I am going to show you exactly what changed, and I'll show you how Meta is now writing and editing your creatives for you, whether you asked it or not, or whether you know it or not, how it's quietly slipping products into your ads that you never approved of. And the one shift underneath all of it, the one that means that if your creative is weak, no amount of targeting is going to save you anymore. So let's get straight into it. So let's start with the biggest shift, because honestly, this is the one that everything else is built on top of. And it's pretty simple. Meta has basically decided that AI should be making your ads now, not just delivering them, but making them as well. And the first sign of that is this, that Advantage Plus is now the default. So when you open Ads Manager today, and AI-led setup is just the path it puts you on. And here's the part that actually matters according to me, because at the same time, Meta quietly dropped the bar to use it. You know, the number of conversions you need went from 50 a week down to 25. So an account doing only 3 or 4 sales a day can now run these AI campaigns properly. Like, according to me, this means that AI delivery isn't the advanced option anymore. It's the front door for everyone as of now. So I think your move is very simple over here. Stop thinking of Advantage Plus as something you graduate into, and start learning how to feed it well, because everything else I'm about to show you sits right on top of it. Now this is where it gets a little wild, because Meta's creative AI just exploded. Inside Ads Manager, it can now revoice your video into other languages with the lips actually matching. It can generate background music, it can drop your product into AI made lifestyle scene, and it can even turn a single image into a full audio style video. And Meta is claiming all of this cuts creative production cost by around 40%. Well, it cuts it much more than that, but yeah, that's what they're claiming. Now that sounds great, but here's how you actually use it. If you want to use this, use it for volume, not for thinking. Let AI spin your best or strong idea for 100 versions, but don't let it come with a new idea over there, because they will obviously come with weak concept, and weaker concepts are like 10 versions of that weaker concept is not gonna turn into a stronger concept. So don't let it think. You are the person who is running the show, and you should be the person whose brain should be involved at this point of time in order to get really good things done. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense, because you are the person who should be doing the creative thinking. If Meta or AI is doing creative thinking for you and you are not doing it, then what's the point of having you? Because then successfully you have replaced yourself, if you think about it. And that brings me to the next update, and which I think is the most important update in this entire video, because you might be sitting there wondering, why is Meta doing all of this? And the answer is something called Project Andromeda. I think you are already aware of that. This is Meta's new delivery system. If you are sitting under a rock, then I'm really sorry for that. But what it does is it reads your actual creative to decide who should see your ad. Earlier it was said that it was doing so and it hadn't started doing it, but now that we are seeing this apparently happening, so this changes a lot of things for you. Now that it is guaranteed able to interpret your creatives, sit with that for 1 second, because it changes everything. Your creative is now your targeting, which you already know, I think, right? You are no longer picking an audience and hoping that the ad fits in. Meta is reading the ad to pick the audience for you even before it has started serving it. Because earlier what used to happen was that it used to serve, then it used to extrapolate data, you used to make a behavioral pattern of the people who are interacting and who are converting, and then used to extrapolate on that. But now it knows your creative very well, much more than you would. It is able to pass the whole video through its AI algorithm and is able to interpret what that video means, and then it is showing it to other people. Hope that makes sense. And then once Meta decides it wants more native creatives, the next thing it naturally does is open up more places to put it. This is good for you, because think about it, if you are speaking in Hindi and you want Tamil speakers, then it just makes sense for you. All the people who are in the northern part of India, they can now advertise directly towards people who are in southern part, and vice versa, without even hiring extra actors in order to dub the whole thing and all. So it reduces your production cost drastically, not by 40%, I think a lot more, if you are serious about expansion in north or south. Okay, now let's talk about your placements, because they are quietly multiplied. So first up is Threads. Threads is now a proper default Meta ad placement, and it runs straight off your existing Instagram or Facebook account with no separate profile needed as of now. And it just went global across 400 million plus users. Now there's an opportunity obviously over here, but what I would do over here instead is that, since I will be running the existing ads that are running on Facebook feed or Instagram feed over here, so I would be very mindful of the fact that what will happen eventually is that since thread is a text-based platform first. Therefore, what will happen over here is that these might not perform well. And if I'm in an account getting a lot of impressions on this particular placement, then I would want to change my strategy over there and try to create images that look like statics, okay, or that are statics and are way more, text friendly. So this is what my strategy would be. I'm not sure how you would go about it, but this is how I would have gone if that happens. But if that doesn't happen in any of your account, then I don't think you need to do anything over here. Just be mindful of the fact that since they are rolling it out, so probably they can give you, or inside your account in some ads, more impressions on threads than other. So be just mindful of that. Also, this is one of the advice that I would want to go ahead with. Open threads up and look at your competitors and save the post that crossed 1,000 likes and learn the language, like how they are using it, the nativity around it, because you might need it in future, right? And one quick technical heads up over here is that threads clicks currently show up in Google Analytics as direct traffic for some reason. So set up a custom rule for it before a client asks you where all the traffic went. So yeah, that's something. With that, let's move on to Reels, because Reels just got a brand new ad unit. There's now a post view Reels ad, which is a skippable spot that runs right after a longer organic reel, almost like a YouTube pre-roll, or yeah, something like that. And it's open to every advertiser as of now. And this one matters because new inventory almost always comes with an early mover price advantage, as I just said, before everyone piles in. So Reels CPM are already running 20 to 40% cheaper than feed as of now. So you might wanna just enable a few ads that are only on Reels. So reprice your top of the funnel towards Reels and get on the new placement early while the competition is still light over there. Now this next one is quick, but you will want to know it so your team doesn't get confused. The old flexible and collection formats are now gone, and they have been replaced with something called, wait for it, format display options. So now you just upload your assets and Meta decides how to display them across placements. So if you have got any internal templates or SOPs that will still say flexible or collection, go and relabel them now so that nobody on your team is hunting for buttons that don't exist anymore, right? Alright, so that covers what your ads look like and where they show up. But there's one more shift in here, which is if you run e-commerce. This is the one that can quietly cost you real money, because yeah, Meta is now reaching right into your product catalog itself. And here's what's actually happening. Meta will now automatically scan your website and start adding products that aren't even in your catalog into your ads, supposedly to boost your sales. That's what they're claiming. And with Advantage plus catalog ads, it'll even pull product videos off your site. And the catch, like with most of this stuff, is that it's opt-out, not opt-in. So it's enabled by default already. So yeah, you are currently infested with this infection if you haven't opted out. So just think about that for a second. Every product you deliberately kept out of your ads, okay, your out of stock item, your low margin stuff, the things you discontinued, all of it can now get pulled into your ads automatically. Do you trust Meta now and you don't want to hire agencies? Very cute. So I'm so happy that Zuckerberg is so audacious at saying, or going to stage, or have just addressing everyone and telling them that in few years you wouldn't need any agency to run Meta ads, especially when we have so many trust issues. Like even as an agency owner, I have so many trust issues with Meta because Meta pulls up this kind of shit every day. Not every day, but every month. So what happens is you end up paying for clicks on something that sold out last week and you didn't even notice because you didn't add it. Meta did. So now what do you need to do? Go into your commerce manager right now, open the overview and opt out, then turn off automatic product video updates and build yourself a clean in-stock product set that your ads actually run on. I built a full catalog control playbook for exactly this. I'll drop it below in the description. Just go ahead and use it. And one more quick one before we wrap this part, because this is a nice little win. You can now attach a promo code directly to an Instagram ad, and that's genuinely useful. Yeah, it is useful, right? Because it closes the gap between your ad and your offer, which is exactly where a lot of sales quietly leak, if you think about it. So if you run offer-led campaigns, test putting code right on the ad instead of making people go hunting for it later. Well, you could do it earlier also, but this is now quite apparent, so you can do it in a much better fashion. So now when you zoom out, none of this is a random update, okay? It's all one move. Meta is rewarding creative that looks native, that travels across more placements, and that it can flex and even build for you. And underneath all of it, your creative is now your targeting. So if your creative is weak, this year, no targeting trick is gonna save you. So if you want to stay ahead of these changes as they keep rolling out, go ahead and subscribe. And yeah, because Meta is not slowing down. Okay, and I would genuinely rather you hear this stuff early than pay for it late. Now look, everything I showed you only actually helps you if you go and change something in your account. But the honest truth is, most people watching this won't. They'll feel caught up and then they'll do absolutely nothing. So if you don't want to be in that group, here's your move. Go to the description and book an audit call with my team. You'll get on a call with my team and they'll go through your account properly and they'll find the single biggest thing that's quietly leaking you money right now, or set of things that are leaking you money right now. And from there, if it's a fit, that's when we talk about working together. But they only take a few of these every week. So the link is in the description. Go and grab your slot right before it's gone. And tell me in the comments, out of everything here, which one are you actually going to fix first? And which one do you think most advertisers are going to ignore until it hurts? And I'll see you in the next one.